step out there and wave, so.
The dog's a 10.
The dog's a 10.
For 12.
You won't tell them what the dog is that.
Okay, well, hello. My name is Tammy Green, and I'm in a class with Brian, Dr. Curry's speech class at Philosophy. And I appreciate all of you being here so that we could get our speeches done. This is my demonstration speech. A little bit about me. I am a teaching assistant for Knox County Schools in special education. I'm also a crafter. So today my demonstration speech is going to be on making a bead bracelet. Okay? And the title of this is Bead Bracelets, Good Therapy for Everyone. When our ancestors started stringing beads to adorn themselves, I don't think that they realized the impact it would have on their children for generations to come. Crafting beads, bracelets, is an artistic craft that stimulates both the mind and improves eye-hand coordination. Stringing beads has been a mode of occupational therapy in rehabilitation and educational settings for decades. And today I'm going to show you a very simple way to make a beaded bracelet. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to explain to you the benefits that just doing this little craft can have for children and adults and senior adults. So, what I'm going to make today is a simple slip-on bracelet. Now, one of the things when it comes to bracelets is you've got a lot of choices. And the first thing you've got to decide is what kind of bracelet you want to make. Like I said, I'm going to make a simple slip-on one. But you can make a beaded bracelet that has a clasp. You can use a plastic string that is not elastic. You can use leather. You can use fabric. And you can use wire. And that wire can be a simple little plain wire all the way up to a silver or a gold wire. It is your choice however you'd like to make it. Then after you decide what kind of bracelet, then you get to decide what kind of beads you want to make. I like glass and stone beads. And you can buy them in strings like this. And I'm very tempted when I get a string like this just to run my wire through it or my string through it because I think this is gorgeous. But you can get similar coloring so that you can alternate. And then you also have smaller beads that I have got to plenty, and I will put these out here so that you've got filler spaces and such. But today, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our little pony beads. And this is a great way to start the craft with children. These are inexpensive, they're big enough so that they can handle them, and it's got a nice hole in the middle of it so that little fingers can actually put the string through here. But Miss Kennedy is Brian's daughter, and she is 5 years old, so I'm going to take advantage of her love of purple and pink and make her a little bracelet. The string that I'm going to use is the Stretch Magic String. It's just a plastic string that stretches so that once we get it tied and fixed, she can slip it on her hand and slip it off. So once you've made those decisions, then we can get together and start making the bracelet. Normally for an adult, you want your beads to cover about 7 inches. They have these lovely handy-dandy little platelets that you can use. You can buy them, depending on where you buy them. They can be anywhere from $2 all the way up to $7. I have also done this with my class, and we simply folded paper that we had marked the ruler on so that it had a little crevice in it so our kids could lie the beads in it. And then I know another crafter that when she does it with her BBS, they take paper towel holders and slice them in half, and then the kids can just lay them there. And one of her friends uses straws and lays the straws down on the table, takes them together, and then the kids have got a little trough where they can put their beads so that it doesn't slide all over the place and roll away from them. Because once one bead hits the floor when you're doing BBS, all of the beads are going to hit the floor with BBS. They think it's hilarious. So, now, we had said that we're going to use a color scheme of pink and purple, so I'm going to get these out. But when I was talking about, I'm trying to do this so that I don't scatter beads. Oh, let's look. like I just did. We'll get those picked up. Stringing beads stimulates the mind and actually is a wonderful therapy for young children or people who have suffered traumatic brain injury, including stroke. Because as you are sorting and you're doing your recognizing and creating the pattern, so like with her, I'm going to probably do purple, pink, and make her little bracelet. That is pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is actually the building block for learning math and also learning to read, being able to decode and put things together logically. So this is a great activity if you can do it with younger kids to help them with their pattern recognition. It's also sorting. If you have them sorting, it's a wonderful exercise in logic, which we need for problem solving. Being able to sort them, put things in a orderly manner. When we talk about it being good for our fine motor skills, this that I'm using and that you would be using to pick up the bead is called a pincer grip. Why it's called pincer instead of pincher, like I thought it was for the first 4 years that I worked with special ed kids? I don't know, but it's the pincer grip. And this is needed to be able to hold a pencil, to be able to write, to be able to pick up some of our tools. I know Brian probably uses a lot of very small tools in his job. Without his being able to use the pincer grip, he wouldn't be able to do that. So that's another reason why this is very good. It also works on eye-hand coordination, being able to see and to use it. It works on visual processing, being able to see what you've got going on, and then being able to judge distance, our binocular vision, making both eyes work together. So it helps that way. And again, it's good for small children, it's good for special needs children, it's good practice for all of us, and if you have an adult who has had traumatic brain injury or had a stroke, it's an excellent way for them to be working on these skills, but not really know they're working on these skills. And that's the way you get anyone to do anything. So, it looks like now, I need to show you how you would tie this. Should have had this open before I started, but that's okay. When you tie the stretchy knot, because this is elastic, the knots don't tie tightly, and they can come undone. So the best way to fix it is once you have it tied, and I'll show you in that, when you have a nice knot in it, is to take a piece or a little bit of super glue. So that would be something, if mom's doing this, you have to do for the children, is take a little bit of super glue and dab it right here on the knot. It will dry quickly, and that's going to keep your knot from coming undone and your child wearing the bracelet and it scattering and going everywhere. So I hope that you have learned a little bit from this, that you've been able to see that even though everybody now is wearing these as fashion, women like the big gaudy looking bracelets and men are wearing the more small and conspicuous bracelets, but it really is a fashion statement. But making beaded bracelets is more than just crafting a fashion accessory. By stringing them, you can do very subtle things that can improve everybody's daily living skills. So, encourage your family to join in on doing this. You'll be making wonderful memories, making presents for Christmas and birthday, and, like I said, helping everyone with some practical living skills that will help them in their daily life. Thank you.